All right. So, hey guys, this is the first time we're actually doing this. So, this is kind of cool. I'm Nija.
And I am Ashley.
Well, we decided that we really love watching a lot of spiritual influencers, and we've been binge watching a bunch of people. And we just thought it'd be kind of interesting to create like a little commentary show, I guess, where we bring together a few ideas or concepts that we hear along the way and share them with you guys. What do you think, Ashley?
Well, I feel like it's like we're all having different experiences, and we don't know how many of our actions are in alignment with the people that are on YouTube. So it's like you wonder, being a viewer, is this person watching this person? Is this person getting this information from this person? Like, who did it first? Everyone's just saying so many different things, and you just want to know what is the source of it. Like, are they getting it from somewhere? So I feel like this is a place where we can all come together and just talk about what we think, what we believe, what we know, and then just, go with whatever you want to take and leave whatever you don't want. You know what I'm saying? But we have to have this discussion because it's just so many theories out there, and we just want to know what's what.
And I love that you mentioned that everybody right now is coming on or coming online to talk about their consciousness and spirituality. I think it's really great to have a hub where we can decipher, like you said, what's true and what's false, what really resonates and what doesn't resonate. Because a lot of times, in the spiritual community, everyone is like looking for who's the right teacher, but it's like anybody and everybody is right in their own way. So you can't really tell somebody you're practicing wrong or you don't get it or that doesn't make sense. Like whatever resonates to you is what's going to stick. So I love that we're doing this so that we can bring everybody's kind of information together and then kind of just like vet it out, like what's real and what's BS. So yeah.
Right. So this is our introductory episode 1. So we hope you really like it. I know you guys are used to our videos where you guys can see us, but we're trying something different where, we're using just the vibration of our voices to come through and just really exude how we feel about everything. So the first episode is just going to be based off of people that we listen to, we discuss with each other, and we feel like there could be a lot of stuff going on out there with you guys, and you're like, well, I wonder if she listens to this person, or I wonder. So now those questions will be asked on this platform, and that way we can go back and forth and just shoot different ideas off of each other to find out like what we really believe to be is facts.
Absolutely. So today in our first episode, Ashley and I are going to share some of our favorite influencers that we listen to, and we're going to talk about why we might like or dislike them, and we're just going to begin there. So yeah, Ashley, who's the first person that you watch on YouTube or Instagram that you want to shout out today?
Okay, so Haley Reese is her name. And the reason, okay, so you like her?
Isn't she the one that does like ghost stories and like
She does.
her? Okay,
She,
how
she
do you like her?
Okay, yeah. So Haley Reese, she pitches to you in a really different way, a very modern way of like reptilians and everything that's on the platter for, weird shit. Let's just put it like that. And she puts it in a way where it's not like, you really need to hurry up and learn this information because if you don't, the reptilians are going to kill you. And then she doesn't put it in another way where it's like, this is really, really important. You have to digest this right now or it's doomsday. Like she doesn't. She's just like, okay, so this is what they're saying. I kind of believe it because this is what happened. And then she shows you different clips to just back up what she's saying. I mean, she's not telling you that you have to digest this. She's just saying like you might need to just look at it a little bit further because something's not right. You know what I'm saying? And I just like her delivery is for her videos. I don't really have a dislike for her. So do you have one for her or do you know who she is?
I'm happy that you brought her up because I think when I first heard about her, it was through like her paranormal experience videos or something like that. I did come across her. And she also does like talk about videos about spirituality. She would make videos about like the fae and fairies and stuff. So I did watch those videos of her. I'm happy you brought her up. I'm excited because we
I
like
know.
people. Yeah, I love her. Like you said, I like how she's super lighthearted. You can talk about all kinds of crazy things like extraterrestrials and spirits and demons and angels, and like she talks about it all on her channel. And it's not scary to listen to her. It's actually kind of soothing. Like if someone like her, she's pretty, she, has a nice platform, if she's into paranormal stuff, like it makes it almost okay for anyone to, so I really like her. I'm happy you mentioned her. Say her name one more time so people can look her up.
Haley Reese. And the thing is, I feel like me and Nija offer this. I feel like we try our best to be honest. I believe that Haley has mastered this a lot better than us because we don't want to spook you guys out. We want to tell you, but we're just like, we don't know how you're going to take it, and she doesn't care how you're going to take it. She's going to be like, hey, if you came across this, me too. Like, let's really figure out what's going on. We know something's going on, and I feel like Nija and myself, we really want to make sure that you guys can have that here and we can talk about anything. It's like, if you're not ready to hear that there's reptilians, we're not forcing it. We're just going to tell you. And then that way you just keep your eye out for some stuff that's kind of weird.
Right. I like that. Because like you said, not everybody is at the same place at the same time. Some people don't want to know about reptilians and don't care what the first they are. But if you are there and you do have an interest, go check out her. Go check her out.
Yeah. Okay, so and we're gonna put a disclaimer out because we want this channel to grow. It's stem from called The Spiritual Tea, and when we do grow and expand, I would love you, Haley Reese, to come on our platform as Spiritual Tea so that we can get your perspective on a couple of things and ask you some questions. And I just want to say I love you, and it's great what you're doing.
It's so cool. You make learning about these kind of weird things fun and not scary. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, Nija, for your like or your dislike for someone.
Okay. I'm excited about this. So I want to shout out. Okay, this is in no particular order because I love so many spirituality people, and I'm sure after this is over, we'll get more ideas of who we should have shouted out, but we'll get to everybody eventually. I really want to shout out first is Lucid Living TV. She also goes by Offset. But her YouTube channel name is Lucid Living. I love listening to her. Like, I don't know. So she originally started as a hair channel, and I think through learning about her hair, she kind of tapped into her own spirituality, and I think that might have been how it started for me as well. I just had a really strong connection with learning about my hair, and through hair, it open the door to like magic and I don't know, spirituality. So I really love listening to her. I think if you're somebody who likes to have like a really good intellectual mind like I don't want to curse, but like if you want someone to like, I don't know, the way that she thinks is I like the way she thinks. Everything is not so black and white. Like, how sometimes people are like, why do you have to be so deep? Why do you have to decode everything? Like, I like the way that she does decode everything. Like, I'm one of those people where once you become conscious, once you turn online, you want to start decoding everything. You want to decode the numbers. You want to decode words. And I like that she's into that. And I definitely know that she's into magic and tarot reading as well. So if you guys are interested in, listening to her talk about God, any and everything, check out Lucid Living. Do you like to listen to her? Have you ever watched any of her videos? I know I send them to you sometimes, but what do you think about her?
Lucid Living, Nija sent me a lot of her videos. I do feel that she is very in depth with the levels that she goes into. I really like her one-on-ones, and I also feel like her vibration is very good as far as like interviewing other people, like the people that she comes on her shows. I really like where they're taking the information. The only thing that I would say for her that may be a dislike, which is not even a dislike, it's just that I would like her to allow the people that she brings on her platform to be able to talk a little bit more on her platform. But other than that, I love all of her videos, and I love the people that she picks to come on her videos to share information with us. She had a lady that she was like an older lady, but she was just so wise and she has so much good information to share. So I really like that. But I like her videos too, and I like that she mixes in witchcraft or whatever you guys want to call it, like the spiritual side of things, and mix it in with common knowledge so that we can understand why this is need to be a daily practice or why this needs to be a daily routine. So yeah, I like her
that
too.
I like about her also is she's not afraid to talk about like shadow work. Like she's really about shadow work, and I find that so important in this new love and light community. Everyone wants to be love and light, love and light, love and light, and it's like it's not always love and light. Like we have power in the darkness too. And I think because her life and upbringing is kind of, you know, not the easiest, like it really does help people. We can learn so much about ourselves by going through the muck and going through the shadow. And I think that she really does teach people about that, like tap into your shadow. It's not all about heart chakra and above, like you have to go below as well. There's jewels in both. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, so my next one that I love, 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 love is Practical Witch. Stargirl the Practical Witch, or maybe a Stargirl Practical Witch.
No, you're
I don't
right.
know.
Fargo the Practical Witch.
Okay, so Stargirl the Practical Witch. So this girl is like, she is like, I don't even understand. My perspective of her, I would say, like, you know how you think of emo when you think of all this? She is actually not that. She's like a butterfly to me. She's like emo mixed with like a Powerpuff Girl or something, because she has all these tattoos of color and butterfly. Her hair is always just fun and free. You know, she mixes it up all the time. And she brings such a very positive energy mixed with two confusions of things. I don't even know how to explain it, but all of it I love, because her style in her house is just amazing. And then even looking at her, she's so pretty. And then on top of it, she's like abstract art. She has so much stuff going on. Like sometimes when I watch her videos, I'm staring at this Chinese person I think she has on. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. But the point is, I like her material based off the fact that it is real. The very first video I watched of her, I was drawn into what she had to say. And she had a video about meeting your spiritual guides and exactly how to do it. And it was crazy because everything that she did in her video happened to me the very next day when I decided to do it. And ever since then, I was just on a straight and narrow with her. Like she does predictions. I don't think she does it privately. She doesn't do any readings privately, but overall her information is dead on and it's great, and she's just being true to herself.
Yeah, I really enjoy Stargirl the Practical Witch. She's super cute. I think her information is super legit. Like there are very few magical YouTubers who I've actually tried their things and it actually works. But like you say, her magic works. I like that she's into astrology. I love that she's a tarot reader. I love the aesthetic of her videos. I like that she again has come from like a not the easiest background, but she's got so much knowledge and information to share. So yeah, I love her too. I like her.
Yeah, me too. Okay, your turn.
Okay, the next spiritual person I want to shout out that we both like, I'll go ahead and shout him out now because we always watch him all the time. Young Pharaoh. Yeah, I really enjoy listening to Young Pharaoh's videos. I think when I was just starting on my spiritual journey, I used to watch him, but it was kind of difficult for me to watch him because he does use a lot of profanity. He does curse a lot, and I'm not that type of person. So I really did have to, but he has so much knowledge and he really does bring receipts and he really does back up everything that he says, all the research that he brings and that he makes lectures on. He really does do his research and he brings the screenshots and what book it's found in, what video he got it from. He even invites people on his channel to interview him. Like, I'm just overall extremely proud to have a representative in our community such as Young Pharaoh. Yeah, I really I don't always agree with everything he says, but I'm just so elated to have somebody who is of African or melanated descent to do research like this and bring stuff to us so that we can do our own research. So yeah, I love Young Pharaoh. I love what he does. I know you love him. What do you have to say about him?
Well, everybody knows I love Young Pharaoh. So I really love Young Pharaoh because in the beginning of his path, which I believe either started 5 or 4 years ago, it might be 5 years ago, every single one of those videos are basically essential for you to watch. If you are confused about what your chakra is, he breaks this down in layman terms. If you are confused about what sleep paralysis is, I mean, anything that has came on the surface of you were like, what was that? And then you just went out of the...
You die. What happened when you were ringing in my ear? What is the Illuminati? Like, he covers all of it.
He covers every single thing. He literally teaches you from a school. And that's the thing that I love the most about Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is an academy and university within this man's brain. Okay. He breaks down everything you need. Now, if you're just jumping on the bandwagon for him, it's different because he's went through 5 years of teaching so much information that when you come with your information or your lack of information, and you're trying to talk,
it's blasphemy. You gotta go look. You gotta go back. It's not gonna make sense if you try and understand it where we're at now. You gotta go back.
You gotta go back. You know, you gotta go take your vitamins and get your build up so you can be up in this game correctly. You know what I'm saying? And everyone who even listens to me on 1028 Awakenings knows, like, I don't swear by this man or anything, but I'm just telling you, like, if you go back so that you can understand how to really work your body, what you need to put in it, what the chakras mean, you can succeed. You just got to understand what's going on and what's being blocked. And for people to really break that down instead of you just reading an article about chakras, but understand what's the cause of it, what the trauma comes from, then you can really do your inner work. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people out here just saying, oh yeah, sit in the Indian style and put your hands together, and you don't even know what the hell you doing, bruh. You don't know. But Young Pharaoh will tell you, hey, this trauma led to this, and this is why you acting like that. If you want to heal that, what you got to do is this. You can't, I mean, as a YouTuber, as myself, I really feel like I don't need to be bringing you nothing if I'm bringing you a solution. You see what I'm saying? Why am I telling you all of this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a big problem I have with a lot of YouTubers. They will tell you everything that's wrong with our society and everything that's wrong with the world and make you feel so low vibration, like we're all doomed, but won't tell you what to do to fix the problem. Like, let's come up with solutions. Why are you bringing this to the forefront of people's minds if not to solve it?
Exactly. And I feel like even on my platform, I try my best to do that. If I'm going to tell you, okay, these foods are killing you, I'm going to be like, okay, so look, go get some black seed oil, go get this, go get that, go get these things, because these things will heal all the damage that you've already done to your body. And then don't eat this, move away from this, you know, say, give you new suggestions to make your body move and act right. You know, I understand that, you know, Young Pharaoh talks about spirituality, and he like, that's not all peaches and cream. And it's just really not all peaches and cream. You know, it's real inner work. Just like the girl you were saying before, it's a dark side that matches that. And you've been playing in this dark energy unconsciously for years. So it's going to take you a while to move out of that vibration to get into a vibration where it's where you want to be. It's where you're thinking positive, you're doing positive, you're acting positive. But I really feel like Young Pharaoh will get you on that path if you can just go back, you know what I'm saying, and watch the old videos. But, you know, I will say, for dislikes for Young Pharaoh, I love that he cuss. I love that he uses profanity. It makes me so excited every time he says that. Yes. Excited because I just feel that he really expresses who he is, and he can talk to us both. He can talk to us on a high educated level because he's just, you know, he's spitting out this information, and then he can talk to you like you a nigga, like, stop, cut it out. You know, no means no. Like, you cannot let these people keep doing these things to you and being like, I'm a victim. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Get these facts to break that back. You gotta let them know.
You guys don't even know. Ashley and I, we crack up. We watch Young Pharaoh videos together. We watch a lot of these people's videos together, but we call each other just cracking up hysterically at what these people are saying. Like when Young Pharaoh says he's breaking people's backs with knowledge. It's crazy. We love it. Okay, so let's keep going.
Okay. So you did Young Pharaoh. Okay, so for mine, Mine is an all-time fave. This just seems like an upper video. That's good. I mean, everybody's
Yeah, we want to start positive. We don't want people to think we're ever going to be bashing people. But if they
right.
do say something we don't agree with, we will call it out. And if we ever say something you guys don't agree with, you can call it out in the comments.
Too.
So
yeah, I would respect that. I mean, I'm a Scorpio. Okay, so mine is like all time. This is the first person Naija has ever introduced me to. And I actually got the privilege of being able to converse with her and talk to her. So mine is Shanetta.
Yes. Who is it again?
Yes, so Shanetta is my like, and the reason why I like this girl so much is so crazy. She is so much younger than me, which does not even matter. But I swear, I love this girl. She is just so pure in her own energy, clearly, because the girl is like super happy and she's just like super on her vibe. But she is really into tarot. Her base channel is just about tarot readings for the mass collective, or based off your frequency of picking different crystals. And they're always accurate. They're always cookie cut out, tailored to yourself. It's crazy for to be so many people, and it resonates with so many people. And based off the comments, based off the frequency and the energy, like Shanetta is just the truth. Ain't nothing there that's not like that, So I don't have any negative things to say about Shanetta. Shanetta's dope all the way around, and I'm thankful for Naija for even introducing me to Shanetta.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Shanetta. I had never come across a tarot reader who had that light, bright, like just like a yellow energy. And she is a Leo, so it totally makes sense. But I just love her. I like that she's down to earth. I like that her readings are accurate. If you like to do pick a card readings on YouTube, definitely go to Shanetta's Divine Tarot on YouTube. She's awesome. We love Shanetta.
We really do.
All right, so I want to bring up one of my personal favorites, and we like to talk about her all the time too. She gave us our favorite word that we love to use. Diabolical.
Diabolical.
Okay, we're giving a shout out to Fleur Brune.
Yes, Fleur Brune, the diabolical queen, girl. That is hilarious.
So Fleur Brune, she is so she would consider herself a part of the prepper community. She also is a part of the ET community, the extraterrestrial community. So on her channel, she likes to talk about like aliens and Willy Wonka, which she calls the government. So like she has to code all of her videos because they like to mess with her videos and her algorithm. But I like Fleur Brune because one, she again gives you practical things that you can do to help yourself. She gives you vitamins, minerals, vegetables, things that you can utilize to keep yourself healthy when things are going weird in the world. But she also, I like that she has like her little intel and her insight, and she is an informant and she goes on the channel. I just like her. I like that she's like a mommy. I like that she cares about people. I think she's hilarious. I really like her. I feel like she thinks she is on a radio show. It is just, I love her. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay. So
what do you like about her?
Naija definitely introduced me to Fleur Brune. And I like Fleur Brune. She always says like, if you're not even on her frequency, you won't even find her. And she's accurate, like you have to really find her to match her frequency. She does feel like she's on a radio
show. She plays her music and she's just feeling.
But when she throw it back into the 80s and the 90s, old school Monica, I be like, yes, I feel you. But then when she be like, dun, 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 I'm like, I don't know where we go. Just get out of this Martian thing. But Fleur Brune is awesome, mom. She's really, really awesome. And I love how she does give a lot of solutions, and they're cost efficient solutions to let you make sure that you have control and you are safe in this situation. You just got to do little things. And if all those little things add up, you will be completely fine. She doesn't do any fear based stuff. I don't know all the time where she gets her intel from, but I would say because her platform is so big, she has to be careful with just having randoms on her show because they could just really freak out her viewers sometimes if you're not like strongly or firmly rooted into like what you feel the truth is. But I think Fleur Brune is awesome. I really, really think she's cool.
Keep it up, Fleur Brune. We like the diabolical conversation.
Yes, we love you. We love you. Okay, so the next person that I'm gonna say that I do like, I don't listen to her all the time, but her name is Josie, and she is very soft-spoken lady, very calm. She talks to a lot of angels and stuff, and stuff like that. Now, I do like Josie, but she gives you a different perspective because she does know that things are happening. She did hint a little bit on G5 a little bit, or whatever, 5G, sorry. And she said something that was like, it's here. And so is the high frequency stuff. Don't pay attention to the negative stuff, because at the end of the day, the more energy you give it, the more it'll have an effect on you. And I was like, if it's here and it's there, it's going to affect you. But I guess in this new element, it actually, I wouldn't say a new element. I would say it's always been what you pay attention to is what manifests more and more into your reality. So don't pay attention to the bullshit. And that's basically how she addressed it. And once she did that, I accepted that. So yeah. Do you know who Josie is?
No, I haven't seen any of their videos, but I will look them up because that's what this is all about, like meeting new people who are doing this. Okay,
so
cool.
I can't believe I have somebody you don't know. That's crazy.
I know. That's good though, because we always talk about the same people. Okay, I'm gonna bring in. Let me see. I wrote a little list of everyone. Okay, I only have 2 more people left. So, okay. So the next person I will talk about is Pretty Boss.
Oh yeah.
I love Pretty Boss. I think when I was just starting my journey, I was also watching her videos, and she would make videos like about candle magic and about meditating and about your ancestors and creating altars and stuff like that. And at the time, I thought that was really interesting. And she'd teach you about spiritual baths and things like that. She also does tarot readings. So I really like Pretty Boss. Yeah. What do you think? Do you watch Pretty Boss?
I do. I like Pretty Boss. I like to see all the growth of her success. I think I like Pretty Boss more so as how she portrays her life and her company being so spiritual based. All the stuff that she does is from that. So I think that that's really cool. And then you can go back through her videos and see how like her altar has changed and everything has changed, and she has grown and she has really evolved. So I really like Pretty Boss. As far as the new moon rituals go, she has a lot of really good suggestions for new moon rituals. I would say that's what stands out the most to me for Pretty Boss. And she also ties in business, entrepreneur, CEO stuff into the spiritual situation. And that's what I really like the most about Pretty Boss. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm down with her.
Cool. All right, who do you have next?
I don't think I have any more. I mean, the other people that I do listen to, they're just kind of weirded out there. There's like,
well, let's just shout them out. I have a few more that I just want to shout out, so let's just shout them out so we can say we mentioned them.
Okay. Let me see. You can. Let me see. I need to find where it is. It's like I give it to Nigel all the time, but I don't know if it's what is called light workers or something, but it does sound like a robot, and Nigel be like, I cannot play it. And I know it sounds weird, but it's actually something reading a post of something. So you can go back and you can read it. I got to find the name of the channel. I cannot find it.
Well, I'll name a few. I like Feel Good. Ashley actually introduced me to him. I go in waves. Sometimes I vibe with them, sometimes I don't. But that's the thing with all of these spiritual teachers. You link up with them, and then you unlink, and you link up and you unlink, and we kind of just like learn from each other. So I really like Feel Good. I think that I love the way that he thinks. I love the way that he simplifies things when he's explaining things. I really like the way that he kind of taught me about learning how to channel other beings and channel other realms and stuff like that. So I really am appreciative he like opened up my perspective of channeling dragons and channeling Pleiadians, and like you have a resource of people that you can connect to, and I really appreciate that he brought that into our awareness.
I I like Feel Good. I put you on Feel Good. After a while, our frequencies didn't match anymore. I don't really know why. Like every time and again, I try to go back to Feel Good.
Mm.
Um, and then sometimes I just don't understand. I don't know. So there's times where I really, really do understand it, and there's times where I just don't understand. So
You
I
have
don't have
something
anything.
that you wanted to mention?
Somebody.
Hmm.
Higher Self. So Higher Self is like a platform that is basically what we're doing right now, but it's like they put other people's video on there. So Higher Self is a place where it's like a melting pot of all YouTubers that are spiritual. They go on this, I don't know who does it, but they pick certain videos and they post it on there to, send it out to mass awareness. Now there is a person on there, I don't know their name, but Higher Self has all of the videos of everyone Feel Good. Not everyone that we talked about though is on here. Like a lot of people are not, like Young Pharaoh's not on this channel or anything. But but I say that to say it's like an audio, and this audio is like, this is the Arcturian Council. So it already starts off with, if you don't know who the Arcturian Council is, you're like, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I feel like I'm not sure why I resonate so much with listening to this information on there, but I do believe that I don't know, maybe I'm from there or have some kind of connection to it. I have no clue, but I listen to what it says, and it really, really resonates with me as far as like lifting my vibration. Every time I've listened to this like recording, I know it's hard to get through, but if you just read it, it always gives you an outline of either 6 to 9 months ahead to tell you what's going to happen. And I've been listening to this Arcturian Council for like a year, and everything that it has said has came to pass, and it's nothing that is fear-based. Even if the energy is going to be dense, it says like the energy is going to be low. These things are going to come at you, but you just need to be strong because this is happening. It kind of explains what's going to happen or what is coming ahead for us. So
Interesting. I haven't heard of them.
yeah, I'll definitely send it to you. They're called the Arcturian Council, and I want to say that okay, we need to do a video after this. This is probably episode 2 of bogus shit you hear on the internet, because I listened to Tall White Man. Have you listened to Tall White?
No, I haven't.
So he's supposed to be an alien. He's supposed to be like a tall white alien. Yeah, and Florburn referenced him often, and she says that his facts are right. And he identifies himself with being an alien. And he did a lot. I watched his videos just to see what because we listening to Florburn. So
Right.
You got to hear what
fact check.
you got to go hear these things, but. He's saying he's an alien, and he's saying he's an alien. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's just a different perspective. So,
yeah, that's very interesting to me. I'm gonna have to look up both of them.
yeah, and we'll definitely put the descriptions to all of these people in the description box below. We're not gonna not do that, just so that you guys can just make your own opinions on who we watch.
I need to say one more one witch that I like to watch who is Conjure Queen. I know you mentioned her briefly, but I was like, I didn't even write her down, but I do like to listen to her. I like to listen to her talk about magic. She does a lot of different spiritual practices. I like that she, again, taps into the dark side. I like that she teaches you about different deities. I really like her. I think she's I would call her like a dark occultist, but also like I don't know. I like her. She's from New York, I'm pretty sure. She just has like really chill, relaxed vibes about her. I like that her magic is very practical. She'll teach you how to do things. So if you guys are into that, you should definitely check out Conjure Queen. She also talks a lot about the awakening, mass awakening, and what's going on. So you will be able to find like, I guess, a group or community of people. Her people are pretty tight knit. So yeah.
Yeah, I like Conjure Queen. I think that I don't think she's for all audiences, because they will probably take it too harsh, but I think she's really for us, you know what I mean? And I think she's really for just making sure we get out here and we do what we got to do. Like, there's just no time to be playing around. She's a no-nonsense, real Caribbean kind of girl, you know what I'm saying? So I really like that and respect her strength. But yeah, she's just a no nonsense kind of person. She's like, look, we need to get to it. We need to make sure we got to do it. And if we got to go to war to do it, we got to go to war. It's kind of like the same energy as young Pharaoh. Like, nobody's playing any games about these decisions and these
like,
these things that's going on.
Necessary.
Right. You know, it's that same like Malcolm X energy, world change energy. So I really like her, but I do want you guys to really understand, you know, even as telling you guys about these different lists of people that we're telling you, they all have different energies that match with your energy. So don't just listen to them because we say, or, you know, we brought them. Just do the ones that resonate with you, because all of them reflect us. So, you know, there has to be a rugged side to Nyjah. There has to be a chill side to Nyjah. There has to be a warrior side. And you know, we all have these traits in us. And that's why we don't binge watch one particular person. It's all about the mood and how we change and shift and flow. So I hope you like our list in our first episode.
Wow. I had one more person. We didn't mention Spiritual Soul, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't forget Spiritual Soul. Okay, so you can go first with Spiritual Soul.
I like him. I'm like stopping up because I'm like, okay, we're wrapping up, and I was like, wait a minute, there's one more person on the list. I like him. I think in the beginning, like, he was like, you know, really trying to wake people up. I like that he was already a YouTuber before he became a conscious YouTuber, and then he took his consciousness and, you know, used it to try and wake people up, try and teach them as much as possible. I will say though, because he originally was a, you know, I don't know, like a clout YouTuber. I don't know, like I don't even know what to consider it. It does still feel like he really is. I don't know. Maybe he was hurt by a girl or something. I don't know, but it just seems like I don't vibe with the way that he's always talking about thoughties draining his energy. Because I'm like, if you weren't on that energy, they wouldn't be draining your energy. I don't know. I really like him, but I do think sometimes some of the things that he says about women sucking men's energy can be a little bit offensive, because it's like any person who's not spiritually awoke can suck anybody's energy. I don't think it's just a female thing, like a bot female thing. I think it works both ways, definitely, but I do appreciate that he's coming from his perspective, because he is a male and that's just what he has to deal with as being a popular YouTuber before he was even conscious. Yeah, I just think that, you know, it's okay to not, I don't want to say be humble, but like, if you don't have to say, oh, these girls are chasing me, they want me, but they're all bots. Like, if they're not on your frequency, then they're just not on your frequency. Why are you bringing that to our attention? I don't know. So I like him. I think he brings a lot of interesting things on his channel. I just don't vibe with how he, you know, talks about women sometimes. And I know it's only low vibrational women before people, you know, want to get upset. I know he's referring to just those women, but at the same time, you know, same goes for men. So yeah, what do you think about Spiritual Soul?
Spiritual Soul is good. I like him. You know, he's always talking about sun gazing. He does a little technique about gazing and stuff in the beginning of his videos, and he's comically lightly funny. Like, yeah. he has a little character and charm in his videos that's kind of like, oh, that's so funny, like, you know. But he does go on tangent about women, and he really does give you his life experiences the best way that he knows how to. And I really like that. Like, when he goes and vents, like, you know, it's really hard, he doesn't have anyone to talk to. I really feel that, because, you know, you'll talk to family members and they'll really drain you because they're not woke, and you seen her having a battle with them, and they just like, you like, oh my God. And now you have to turn to complete strangers, people you do not know, the internet, just to give you a relief so that someone can understand where you are coming from. You see what I'm saying? So I really like that he is there to give us that viewpoint of it, because it's value. And I feel like that myself. Like, I'm grateful that I have Nyjah to talk to, but what if you don't? Like, what if you're the only one believing the stuff that you hear, or just believing that there's another side to the story? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people won't even take in that it could be another side to a story. They're like, girl, that is just diabolical. Get out of here. You know, it's just like, what?
Isolating, going through your spiritual journey by yourself, definitely.
Yeah, so I like that he gives that to us, but he really should know, and I think all of us as YouTubers on this spiritual journey knows that whatever you pay attention to, that's what magnifies in your life. So if he is paying attention to thotty hotties and body rotties, you
Body.
know, there y'all know, it's multiplying. And then, your platform is so big, everybody's hearing it. So that's multiplying. It's just a lot of multiplying going on. So I don't know. But at the end of it all, I like Spiritual Soul. I like that he gets on that platform and shares his perspective. And, I really think he emphasizes the music industry a lot, because he either was someone who listened to a lot of music or he loves music. I know he does love music, because he turned, like, one of his videos is like a converter where you could put it into another frequency and it's the same song, which was really cool. But I don't really know much about rappers and stuff like that. Like, I just don't really care. But I know a lot of people do care about rappers and why, they're not saying stuff about this spiritual stuff if it's so true. And I think he's really trying to reiterate to y'all, like, they're not for you. Like,
Yeah, definitely not. And I
yeah.
feel like you and I need to make a video about that one day, about how diabolical the music industry really is, because a lot of people don't even think twice about that. So I do appreciate that Spiritual Soul mentions that on his channel. Like, these people who are making these songs are singing about things they don't even believe in. So it's not good for people who are singing along thinking they're a fan. It's a fan of what?
A fan of what exactly? So
So yeah, that's that.
that is that. I don't know. I know we can do another one because I'm sure I have other people, but for the top of my head, this will be it.
Okay, cool. So Ashley and I, whenever we feel inspired, we're gonna come on here together and bring up spiritual related videos or topics that we find interesting, and we'll kind of bring them to you guys so you can do your own research and help you out on your own spiritual journey.
Yeah, so I hope you guys like our first episode of Spiritual Tea. Just look out for the next episode, and just know that it's going to vary. We're going to try to interview people and put people on our platform, as well as talking about various topics that are going on in the world. And we'll allow people to call in and do stuff as we grow, but just bear with us. I mean, we're really, really excited, and this platform is only here for you to speak freely about whatever ideas you feel could be the truth or a lie or just outrageously crazy. It doesn't matter. So I hope you guys liked our episode.
Yeah, you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
All right. Bye.